Hey everyone, Jurassic Insider here, and welcome back to Jurassic World the game. So I wasn't going to make a video right now about this topic at all. I just woke up and I decided I was going to do this video because Jurassic World the game, or Ludia, Jam City, whoever the hell owns this game, they just made a new update. And it is just so beyond abysmal. This is like one of the worst things that they've ever done, and I actually can't believe the updates that were added. So let's just go through everything, okay? So a few weeks ago, we got this UI update, basically, where they just changed the UI of the whole game. And that was a solid update. It didn't add any new real content, but it changed a lot of things. The glossary looks really nice now. You can favorite creatures now. And I believe there's probably something else that I'm missing that they changed. I'm checking around just to see. But yeah, they changed a few UI things. They were messing around with the hatchery stuff, which kind of also goes into my point that I'm going to make in a minute. And that was about it. So it was a fine little update. You know. Now, oh yeah, of course, the market changed too. Now this update, it took a couple days for them to release all the content. And it's very similar in that it's a bunch of UI stuff, but there's also something quite different, or some things that are quite different. First, as you can see here, the hatchery or the market for buying creatures looks ugly. It doesn't look good at all. I don't know who came up with this, but having the same button that says enclosure over and over again is much worse than it saying search, which is what it used to be. And I get that now if you click that button, it takes you to the enclosure, so that would make sense, but they definitely could have came up with a better way to do that. Now it just looks insanely uncanny and just weird because you had that in the game for 9 years. Sorry to sound like a boomer, but like you've had that for so long, so why would you change it? It just makes it jarring and less comfortable for old-time players, so I don't personally mind the change all that much. I'm not going to complain about it that much because it's fine. It's not going to really affect me all that much. But just a very, very odd change that I don't think needed to be in the game at all. But that's far from the issues. Now let's take a look at what's kind of the biggest sin of this update. I mean, there's a ton of really crappy stuff. And just things I want to talk about in general. But one of them... let's check. Okay. Not that. We'll get to that in a second. So, solid gold packs. Solid gold packs, right? We love solid gold packs. They're one of the best things in the game. You know, they're great. They give you that creature at the end. Everybody loves those VIP creatures. Everybody loved it whenever they turned them into accessible creatures for anybody, not just people who have VIP. And it's all around just a great pack that gives you a lot of things. But the thing that people love the most about solid gold packs, especially late game players, you will know that the best thing are the bucks. The bucks are fantastic. The bucks and the DNA. Yep, they nerfed it. They nerfed it. You get $100 and 500 DNA per pack. $100 and 5. That's not even a tiny nerf like how they sometimes do with tournaments and stuff where they cut corners a little bit. No, that is a massive nerf that makes these packs way less worth it. You have completely downgraded this game. I cannot believe that they changed it to $100, and I pray that they change it back, because this is like not just a little thing I can get over. That is insane. That is diabolical that it's $100 per card now. For 25% chance, that is ridiculous considering I'm spending 10,000 loyalty points on this, which takes card packs. And also people purchase card packs and get loyalty points for them. So when people spend money on your game in order to get things like this, perks like this, it's bizarre. It is beyond abysmal that they would nerf it that hard. DNA too, they arguably nerfed DNA even harder because 500 DNA is nothing. I can spend that in a minute if I wanted to. I could click on one creature and just have something for 500 DNA. That's worthless. Look how much DNA I have. Not to brag, but I have a lot of DNA, and a lot of other people do. I don't give a crap about 5,000 DNA. What was it before? It was at least like 3,500 or 2,500. I think it might have even been 5,000 if I remember correctly, or maybe I'm just going insane. But it wasn't 500 for sure. That is just stupid. It is stupid. I know. Look how many loyalty points I have. I was saving up to do a big video where I was gonna buy 10 loyalty packs or 10 solid gold packs with 100,000 loyalty packs. It's gonna be insane. Now I don't give a
Damn.
I don't care about these loyalty packs because why should I? If you're gonna nerf it that hard, then what's the perks? What's the advantage? What's the point of people even doing anything in your game? So that's absolutely like ridiculous, like I mentioned. But it gets worse. It gets equally about as worse. Now, that's probably the worst thing that happened. But there are worse things. Amber. Okay, let's talk about Amber. So Amber got completely revamped, and it sucks ass. It sucks really hard. I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but yeah, it's not good. So basically what they're doing. I don't even know where to start with this. Okay. So, they revamped the Amber market, okay? You have all the classic creatures, that's the same as it is. Now, I personally like Amber. I like it more than a lot of people do, but I can understand it is kind of a broken system, especially whenever you do wave battles for your bosses. You only get 750 Amber from those battles that cost like 60 or 50 bucks. And the rewards are just not that great. 750 Amber is not that much. You can barely get a Tajungasaurus with that. Thankfully, the one thing that kind of saved Amber and kind of made it actually worth it, at least for me, and the reason why I have 1 million of it, is this battle. I don't even know where it is. I think it was called Time to Strike, maybe. I can't even click on the pack right now. I don't know. Whatever it was called, it was really solid. Because what you do, you spend 50 bucks or 60 bucks, I think. And then you would jump in. You would do the battle. It would just be one battle. It was usually really easy. I don't think I've ever lost one. And then you do it. You can spin the wheel. And you'll get at least 10,000 Amber on the first. You'll get... Like, that's the only one option you can get 10,000 Amber. You can get a creature too, but you'll most likely get 10,000 Amber. And then you could spin it again for only 15 bucks and get 20,000. So it was a nice little option, and it made Amber creatures quite accessible. It made these events much less worth it, and it looks like they revamped that as well. But then they were like, no. They were like, no. And then they did this, and I'm just lost for words. This battle is easier. Yes, that's true. This battle is easier than what it would normally be. Normally, I'd be facing against a level 30 Salamander, for example. But the prize is garbage. 2,000 DNA isn't jack. Hey, look at that, 200 bucks. I didn't even see that earlier. 200 bucks they're expecting me to pay for this crap. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This is... What the hell? And I need to see these other battles too. The best one here, this one, gives you 40,000 Amber, which is a lot. But what does it cost? Like 1,000 bucks maybe? Because it's only got one battle, so it must be easy. So 1,000 bucks? Like, what are they going to charge for that? It's got to be worth it compared to this, or else nobody's going to do this. So I don't know. I don't know what their plan is, but it probably sucks. Because they have no idea what they're doing anymore. They lost their damn minds. So that's amazing. They're also doing these other Amber events, which are fine. I think they're something that they're doing. They're modded events. Also not worth it. 10,000 DNA for doing a modded event. No, not really my cup of tea. In general, they just keep repeating these. And that sucks. And then let's see what they did to the actual Amber market itself, okay? So they added this area, which is the premium area now. And these are really terrible. Considering how much Amber I have, it doesn't seem that bad. Like 150,000 for a tournament creature, it's fine. But it's level 1. And all the million Amber I've been getting is from like a year's worth of progress. And now players, especially newer players, don't have access to that. Because they're going to be doing these terrible new Amber events that don't give that much Amber. Like, maybe you'll do that one event that we saw that gives you 40,000 Amber, but I am sure that thing costs 1,000 bucks. If that other one costs 200 bucks, that one at least costs 1,000, which is absurd. Like, that is just so dumb. And I don't get it. Now, here's a kicker, okay? For 100,000 DNA, you can buy this pack. And this pack is the hardest bait I have ever seen this game try to pull. There's a 25% chance of a Sinosauropteryx, and you know that that's gonna entice some players into buying this pack. And they know it too, because they know that the community loves flocks. So they're gonna ask them to buy this, they're gonna ask them to buy the packs and stuff, and work their way through those events just so they can waste their time and buy these stupid ass packs. Yeah, and then they're not going to get it. That's the thing. They're not going to get it. It's a 25% chance. There's no guarantee that you get it, and 100,000 is a lot. If I buy 10 of these packs, I'll probably get a Sinusoroptrix, and honestly, I might do that just because, again, they're enticing me because it's a Sinusoroptrix. It's a flawed creature that is so, so helpful. But I don't want to do it because I've been saving up all of this amber, and this is just unnecessary. You could say, oh, it's just an option. You can still buy the other ones. But not really, especially since they're nerfing the other stuff. And again, they're baiting us, which is so annoying. I don't like it when they do that, and this is one of the worst scenarios in recent memory. It is absolutely abysmal. I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. And on top of that, the other thing, this doesn't even have to do with the update, but them repeating events is getting so old. Master of the Tropics, Collector's Exchange. Obviously, the normal events are fine to repeat, like Test Your Strength, What Lies Beneath. Like, those events are fine. But there's no necessity to do these collector's exchange events that have been coming in with these super hard modded like challenges and stuff. Like, I get, like, maybe some players enjoy the challenge, but there's so many of them nowadays that there's no normal events anymore. Jowry Spear Battles 2 are the same way. They just keep repeating the same concepts, and it just gets really tiring and boring. There was a time a couple months ago where everybody was enjoying the game because A, there were tournament hybrids, and B, the prizes were genuinely getting good. They've always been kind of mid, but it seemed to slip back into mediocrity because these prizes are just not worth it anymore. I don't feel like doing events anymore, and there's no good tournament hybrids. I'm not saying the game needs tournament hybrids and that the game is great if they do, because honestly, I've been facing this problem. I've been seeing this ever since the end of like the Gorgasuchus tournament. That was the last like good month, I would say. Like the end of May was like when this game like slid back into what it was before, maybe even worse. And now this update has solidified it in stone for the ages. I really hope they recover from this because this is absolute dog crap. This is one of the worst things that they do to this game. It might not seem like a big deal on the surface, but it's really going to run deep. It's gonna taint the community for a while now, and people are not going to be happy. And Ludia or Jam City are going to be doing the same mix matching of testing features or whatever they're doing, and it's going to be slow, it's going to be painful, and the people who are going to be hurt the most are the actual players who just want to have a good time playing this game. And it's making it really difficult to record these videos because I love this game so much, and they are just trashing it. They've been doing that for months now, but this update, again, has really solidified that. They are not paying attention. And the most twisted and sick part of the whole thing is that this game for a long time has been doing stuff like this, okay? And that's never really been a huge problem for me. I've always been frustrated by the microtransactions, the packs, and they're still doing that, right? There's still all these packs that are not worth it and a complete waste of real, tangible money. But the worst part now is it doesn't even seem like they're trying to sell you stuff anymore. Like, look at this. There is no advertisement for card packs, which is a good thing, obviously. But I don't think that's the intention. I don't think they're doing that because they don't want to make money, because obviously they do. Come on, it's Jam City, it's Ludia. It's a game company. They want to make as much money as possible. But I think the main thing, and the thing that people have been theorizing over on my Discord, over on Instagram, everywhere I've been checking, and that is completely valid, and I think is 100% probably the truth, is that Jam City doesn't want you to play this game. Jam City doesn't care about this game. And you might think that's ridiculous considering that they're not updating it, or that they are updating it, but like that doesn't really mean anything when these updates are just revamps of things that they've done. Think about it. When was the last time we got a tournament creature in this game? A new tournament hybrid, I mean? Yeah, we've been getting tournament creatures. Those are new models and stuff, but they don't take new animations. A lot of them are very reminiscent of old things. I kept wondering why they keep doing herbivores and herbivores and herbivores. I'm pretty sure it's because herbivores are so similar to one another that they're just reusing the same models and just changing them a little bit. I would not be surprised if that's the case. This is just a theory, but I think that could genuinely be the problem, because that just seems very likely. When was the last time a carnivore tournament creature was added to the game? Like, if nothing comes to mind whenever I think, like, literally maybe some star creatures? I mean, seriously, are we really going to count Echo as a worthwhile and meaningful addition to the game? She looks like all the other raptors. She doesn't look any different. It's just wild to me. The tournament hybrids too. That's just an audience pleaser. That's just a way to please people. But they still want to make it hard and difficult. So again, you feel the same way. The tournament hybrids don't feel inspired anymore because they keep doing them. It's weird that they're not adding new tournament creatures or new tournament hybrids at all. Or they're not reinventing the wheel at all. The UI changes are nice, but what's the point? I guess that could be a defense. Like, why would they make the UI change nicer if they're trying to kick us out of the game to go play Jurassic World Alive, which I think is the main reason. They want us to play Alive. They're actually adding updates to Alive. I don't personally play Alive, but I know other people who do, and that's what they've been telling me, is that they've been adding updates to Alive, and that's the main reason why they're trying to get players out of Jurassic World game. For management purposes, I guess, I don't know. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's bonkers that a game company this big can't handle two different games, especially one that's gotten them so much success over the years. I'm just beyond, like, I don't know. But all I know is I'll keep making videos. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'll still be doing my thing. It will still be fun and stuff, right? But this has just really soured, like, my experience recently, and, yeah, this update didn't help at all. The biggest sin is the loyalty points, or the loyalty packs. $100 again is so wild. And I think I'm just gonna keep saving up my loyalty points and see if they revert it. Like, if they revert the update. I don't know. I'm at 110,000 loyalty points, and I wanted to do a big video spending them all. But now, what's the incentive? What's the point if they're not going to do anything, if they're not going to be fair about it? To me, there is no point. So, yeah, I'm just going to hold off on that. I'm going to hold off on a lot of things now, and I'm just very, very disappointed. I hope they figure this stuff out soon. The Amber Market stuff, I will no longer be doing Amber Market events. I'll be testing some stuff out just for you guys and stuff, just for content, but otherwise, I just don't know. I'm just not excited about any new features or anything. These events are getting really stale and boring. And from what I can tell, I don't know. Again, it's not confirmed, but they really seem to not want the fan base, and they really seem to be pushing us out in order to market other games. But hey, that's just a theory.
A game theory. Thanks for watching.